Last season, Evans finished 15th in total air yards. 58th in target share. That math is stupid. I'm sorry, bro. That math is stupid. 15th in total air yards. 58th in target share. You think he's going to be 58th in target share with Godwin out for half the season, with Gronk will still be back, we believe he plays, not signed yet, with their number 2 wide receiver being Russell Gage, yes, exactly, Antonio Brown not being part of this game plan at all? You think he's going to be 58th in target share?
Nope.
If he should double that. He should be top 25 in target share. And if he's top 25 in target share, and with the 58th most target share in the NFL, he finished 15th in total air yards. Think about what his air yards are going to be next season. Third in total routes run.
Yeah. He's got as good a chance as anybody to. I love looking for guys who have a chance to get off to strong starts, because that builds momentum for the rest of the season. Yeah. Godwin is going to be rehabbing until October. Godwin's earliest return to play is likely October, and I'll do a video on Chris Godwin. Starting to roll out some redraft videos on guys where there's maybe some question marks on as a result of their 2021 season. Mm-hmm. So I'll do a Chris Godwin video at some point. Not saying it'll be this week, but I'll do something on Godwin. Anyway, I can mention it quickly here. His earliest return date is probably his earliest best case scenario return date is probably the beginning of October. And then you're talking about another probably a minimum of 3 to 4 weeks of having to build back up again, find his rhythm, find his groove. We might not see the Chris Godwin that we're used to seeing in a best case scenario until November. Mike Evans has a chance to absolutely feast for the first month and a half in the season, and then you're just talking about building on a strong start from there, which is always something that I'm looking for in redraft.
Yeah, I mean, 2019 finish, wide receiver 12. 2020 finish, wide receiver 10. 2021 finish, wide receiver 8. It doesn't matter if Godwin comes back. He's still going to be a top beast. 12 wide receiver. But without Godwin,
he's got top
getting more than a
58th
ranked target share in the NFL.
Yeah,
Mike Evans is
Evans gonna feast.
Mike Evans, I would rather draft Mike Evans this year than Devontae Adams. So to me, I have Devontae Adams ranked 5th and Mike Evans ranked 6th. I'm probably gonna flip those. And probably have Mike Evans 5th and Devontae 6th. And the only reason I haven't is because of prior track record with what Devontae Adams has done over the last 2 seasons. But realistically, if I'm on the clock and I have the choice between Devontae Adams and Mike Evans, I'm taking Mike Evans.
Wow. Last I checked, I believe Mike Evans' ADP is around 18. The wide receivers going ahead of him are, of course, all 5 that we've mentioned so far, plus CeeDee Lamb and Deebo Samuel. So Mike Evans, we are, I would say, is the first receiver that we can definitively say we are both higher on relative to the first couple of rounds of the draft by a decent margin than consensus. I would rather have him over Deebo Samuel, who's currently, according to Underdog Fantasy, Mike Evans, ADP of 18.2. Deebo's ADP, 17.4. CeeDee Lamb's ADP is 13.3.
That's kind of wild.
And Devontae Adams' ADP is 11.1. I agree. Mike Evans is worthy of a pick as soon as the turn, the 1-2 turn. There are some running backs that I could prefer to have over him, namely, say, like the likes of DeAndre Swift. But as far as just comparing apples to apples, the wide receivers, he's the wide receiver 8 off the board. I would draft him as the wide receiver 6. John might flip his rankings and make him the wide receiver 5, but I'll keep him at wide receiver 6 for now. I definitively would rather have him over CeeDee Lamb. I would definitively rather have him over Deebo Samuel. Both make my top 10, my top 12, those 2 names, but I'd rather have Evans over both. We are officially stamping our claim. Mike Evans, we have higher than consensus. If you have a pick in the middle of the second round and you're between Mike Evans, CeeDee Lamb, and Deebo Samuel, this channel is officially vouching for Mike Evans.
Yeah, again, with Antonio Brown, who, when he was playing, was one of the highest targeted wide receivers in the NFL. And with Godwin, who, when he was playing, was one of the highest targeted wide receivers in the NFL. In 2021, Mike Evans had 25 targets, or was 25th in targets, 11th in red zone targets, and 15th in air yards. 58th. I can't get over that number. 58th in target share is crazy. It's crazy.
Feast.
We're talking about other wide receiver ones having double the target share that he did. He had a 16.4% target share last year. Looking at the other wide receivers that we have ahead of him, I mean, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, not Stephon Diggs, but those top three guys had target shares in the 30s.
Mm-hmm.
So we're literally talking about doubling Mike Evans' projected target share over the first half of the season. It's crazy. I think Mike Evans is going to smash, but I digress. You have Devontae Adams at 5th. I have Evans at 5th now, and
you're moving him
vice
up.
versa.